Hi everyone! If you're one of those people that just love taking pills for everything, this information is for you. An alternative science called reflexology offers to replace medications with different and quite interesting methods. This alternative medicine is also called zone therapy because, according to the experts in this field, every person has certain places on their body that you can press to ease headaches, get rid of stress, and even cure insomnia. Can you believe that? It's not magic, it's pure science. And there's only one way to know if it's true or not, to check if it works. So are you ready for a little experiment? Then let's get it on. Nasal congestion. Of course, all of you are familiar with such an unpleasant thing as a cold. Usually it comes at the most inopportune moment, and it can really screw up our life for some time. If you think that there's nothing terrible about it, well, we're going to disappoint you. Doctors believe that nasal congestion reduces the quality of life more than serious disorders such as lung and even heart diseases. This may seem incredible, but you can use self-massage to fight against a runny nose. You'll just need to put pressure on the points located over the wings of your nose. Simply massage two symmetrical points simultaneously for 2 or 3 minutes, and voila! You'll notice how the unpleasant mucus in your nose will begin to dissolve. Stress reduction. Maybe some of you don't know about it, so we feel it's necessary to inform you. Strong stress causes not only moral depression, but also affects the physical health of a person. More exactly, it causes insomnia, headaches, indigestion, a constant sense of fatigue, colds, and exacerbation of chronic diseases. So as you've already guessed, it's necessary to fight with it, and now we'll show a perfect and easy way. Feel the small indentations on the nape. They are located symmetrically right under the occipital bone, on their hair growth line, at the junction of the head and neck. You can massage these points in turns or at the same time. It's best to do it with the pads of the middle fingers, in a circular motion clockwise. Only 5 minutes of this self-massage is enough to ease stress and anxiety. You'll be surprised, but after such actions you really will feel better, so you should definitely try it. Headache. What could be worse than having a headache or even a migraine? When it hits you, you're just unable to think about anything else. However, it's possible to cope with headaches without pills and special creams. As you may have guessed, this problem also quickly disappears after massaging some points. One of them is directly above the bridge of the nose. To find it, imagine a line connecting your eyebrows, and the wonder point would be right in its center. By the way, if you press it, you can also relieve tension from the eyes, and it can also help a lot if you massage other 2 points located above the outer tips of the eyebrows on the hair growth line. If it doesn't completely remove the unpleasant feeling, it will certainly reduce it. Cheering yourself up. You often have to work really hard at school, university, or at your job. Usually at this moment, your best friends are lack of sleep and fatigue, right? These two don't allow us to perform to our everyday tasks by 100%. You actually barely stay on your feet. If you absolutely don't have time to lie down and rest during the day, try to massage the points located in the notch above the upper lip, the so-called point of vivacity. Another point with similar function is located directly in the center of the palm. Massage it on both palms in turns, and instead of drowsiness, you'll feel how the energy fills your body. And to wake up completely, massage your earlobes with your thumb and forefinger. A toning massage of each point should be performed with rather intensive pressure for 30 to 60 seconds for each place. And that's it. This will cheer you up for the whole day. Toothache. Of course, acupressure won't cure your sick teeth, but if right now you're suffering and have no chance to go to your dentist, a self-massage may help you survive the unbearable pain. The first point can be found between the thumb and forefinger of the hand, about an inch from the edge of the membrane. You'll recognize it by a small hollow. Another effective point to ease toothache is located at the junction of the upper and lower jaws. With your mouth closed, the muscles at this point will protrude slightly. With the jaws relaxed, there's a small hollow in this point. You have to massage these symmetrical places at the same time. Usually 2 to 3 minutes are enough to ease the pain, but if this doesn't help, it's best to immediately run to the doctor. Backache. We think most of our viewers are quite young people. However, sometimes even at a young age, there is a feeling that you're an old granny or granddad. Well, you know this feeling, when you sit for a long time and then abruptly get up and your back starts hurting. Sound familiar? This kind of pain is one of the most common reasons for seeking medical help. It can be associated with vertebral discs, nerve endings, muscles, and other important parts of the body. When you go to the hospital, you can be offered a bunch of different treatments, from stretching to surgery. But wait a minute, maybe first try to defeat the back pain yourself. Don't worry, it really works. Even studies have shown that for some people, acupressure is more effective than doctors' tricks. So let's get started. Place the thumb of the left hand on the membrane between the thumb and forefinger of the right hand. The point you need is located just below the junction of the bones of the thumb and index finger. Push this point on top with your left thumb, and from below with the left index finger. Leave the remaining fingers of the left hand lower. When you first strongly push on a certain point, you will probably feel a slight pain or burning sensation. But don't worry, it means that you press the right place, and the pain will soon pass. You'll see. Nausea. This unpleasant feeling when your breakfast, lunch, or dinner wants to go back outside can hit you for different reasons, like motion sickness or bad food. Anyway, you would like to get rid of it in any case. Of course, we're not doctors, but we can help by telling you about some magic points. In order to make nausea leave you alone, you need to find a special place. Step back 3 fingers from the transverse fold on your wrist and press your thumb between the 2 large tendons. Found it? Here it is, the point that solves your problems. Strongly press it on both sides of the wrist with the thumb and index or middle finger. Then gently but with effort, massage it in a circular motion for several minutes. You can feel relief immediately, but sometimes it takes up to 5 minutes. There is another way that can help. Although it's not that effective, you need to slap one wrist on the other while breathing deeply. Continue for a few minutes until you feel the nausea stopped. Some of you may think that patting or rubbing each other's wrists is easier than finding and massaging the needed point, but as we've already said, in some cases this technique doesn't work, and sometimes you will still have to stick your fingers, you know where. Deep sleep. Many people suffering from insomnia are wondering whether there's a special point which serves as a switch off of the body. If you want to sleep, you just press the button and fall asleep in a second. No tossing and turning, no endless sheep counting. Wouldn't it be nice? In fact, every person has several of those on the body. When you press on the special points, you can relax as much as possible, which will make it easy to get rid of insomnia. The first point is a place located at a distance of ½ an inch from the outer corner of the eye. You should massage it with your index and middle fingers, and you won't even notice how reality starts mixing with your dreams. The second useful sleeping point is the area between the eyebrows. To activate it, you have to press it several times with your index finger. And if you want to fall asleep right away, you need to push the points over the eyeballs with 2 fists. Then close your eyes and try to see your own legs with your inner vision. General wellness. If you suddenly wondered if there's some point that can keep sharp all over your body, we have good news, there is one. And this miraculous point is located just above the eyebrows, in the middle of the forehead. It's also called the third eye, but if you thought that it has some magical power, it's not like that. Massaging the skin of the forehead with small pressure in this place improves blood circulation, reduces muscle tension, and stimulates brain work. Pressing on this point also improves concentration, removes headaches, and helps against eye fatigue. Also, it's considered that a regular massage of this point will allow you to develop a sense of intuition. To be honest, we didn't try it, but if you succeed, you can call yourself a mighty psychic. Rapid heartbeat. Sometimes we all face this unpleasant situation when we can't catch breath and our heart is about to jump out of our chest or stop. This feeling can hit you after a hasty path to study or an important meeting, and it seems like it's been a long time since you had to run, but your heart still beats like crazy. Stop, don't go running to the drugstore for sedative pills, you'll only make it worse. There's also a special point for this case. The place responsible for the heart work is located on the palm of your hand under the thumb. If you bend your fingers, the index finger will snap right into it. If you have a quick pulse, massage this point in a circular motion counterclockwise. If your pulse is too slow, with a clockwise movement. Well, in general, that's it. Now your heart is calm, and the body is glad that this time you didn't have to take pills. Bonus. We told you only about some of the points of our body which can help you in some situations. However, don't forget that depending on the intensity and speed of pressure on a certain point, you can not only cure yourself or your friend, but also harm someone. Let's recall the deadly Chinese martial art of dim mak, which is a technique based on using the same points. Some scientists who study this technique assure that its action is comparable to a strong heart attack. In other words, pressing some places creates both a positive and negative effect on a person's health. A blow struck at a certain point may even lead to death. The art of dim mak is mentioned in many movies, but the most famous is from Kill Bill 2, when Beatrix Kiddo kills Bill using the five-finger death punch. But fortunately, the heart is one of the most protected organs of our body. It's protected by the lungs, the diaphragm, and the entire thorax. All this puts Beatrix Kiddo's punch in a series of numerous techniques that are almost impossible to perform in real life. Anyway, press on your body more carefully, and don't forget to give us a like for such an interesting information.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.